This is Mr. Islam Yusuf. Our lesson today about parallel and perpendicular lines. In this tutorial we'll know the relation between the parallel and perpendicular lines, how to write equation of two parallel lines, how to write equation of two perpendicular lines. For any two lines, line 1 and line 2, then the two slopes are equal. And if the two slopes are equal, then you can find that the two lines will be parallel. But for the perpendicular, if we have line 1 and line 2, the slope of the first one is m1, the slope of the second one is m2. If the two lines, if L1 is perpendicular on L2, then you will find that the product of m1 times m2 is equal to -1. And if you find that m1 times m2 is equal to -1, then the two lines are perpendicular. In this problem, we need to write an equation in a slope-intercept form for the line that passing through the point -3 and 5 and parallel to the graph of the line y equals 2x minus 4. In this problem, we have a given which is L1 with the equation y equals 2x minus 4. And we need to find the equation of L2. And the only given for the line 2, we have a point which is -3 and 5. As we said before, to find the equation of a line, we need to find the slope and y-intercept. As we can see that from the first equation, it's written in the form y equals to mx plus b. So we can say that the slope of the first one is equals to. Because the two lines are parallel, so we can say that because L1 is parallel to L2, then we can say that m1 is equals to m2. Because m1 equals 2, so the slope of the second line will be equals to. So now we have a slope and we have a point, and we need to write the equation. So we can say that y minus y1 is equals to m times x minus x1. That's a point slope form. So y minus 5 is equals to 2 times x minus x1, which is -3. So to write the equation in slope-intercept form, so we can solve by adding 5. So y is equals 2 times x, which is 2x, 2 times 3 equals positive 6, plus 5. So the equation of the second line will be y equals 2x plus 11. So again, to write the equation, at the first we'll use the given equation to find the slope. From the slope, which equals 2, we can find m2. Because the two lines are parallel, so we can say that m1 equals m2 equals 2. Now we have a slope and a point, so we use the point slope form to write the equation of a line. Write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line which passing through the point 4 and -1 and parallel to the x-axis. The equation of any line parallel to x-axis is y equal, and the equation of a line which parallel to y-axis, it's represented as x equal. So what is the value of y for the first one? Y equals to -1. So the equation of a line which parallel to x-axis and passing through the point 4 and -1, y equals -1. And the equation of a line which parallel to y-axis and passing through the point 4 and -1 is x equals 4. In this problem, we need to write an equation in a slope-intercept form for the line which passing through the point and perpendicular to the given line. For the first one, we have -3 and -2, and perpendicular to the line y equal -2x plus 4. From the line, we start from the line y equal to -2x plus 4. We can find the slope. So m1 is equals to -2. Because the two lines are perpendicular, so we can find m2 with an easy way. Because we say that if the two lines are perpendicular, so m1 times m2 is equal to -1. What is the meaning if the product is -1? -1, it means the two numbers have different sign. So the first one is negative, so the second will be positive number. The product is equals to 1, it means one of them is multiplicative inverse of the second one. So because the first one is 2, so the second will be 1 over 2. So from that we can find m2, which is equal to 1 over 2. Now we have a slope and we have a point. So we can write the equation. The point that we have, which is -3 and -2, with a slope equals to 1 over 2. So we can write the equation y minus y1 is equals to m times x minus x1. So y minus -2, which is plus 2. equals 1 over 2 times x minus x1 which is negative 3, so minus negative 3, it will be plus 3. By simplifying the equation, so by subtracting 2, so y is equals 1 over 2 times x, which is 1 over 2x. 1 over 2 times 3, which is equal to 3 over 2, minus 2. So the equation of the line will be y equals 1 over 2x. By simplifying the like term, 3 over 2 minus 2 equal to negative 1 over 2. So the equation of the line which is passing through the point negative 3 and negative 2 with a slope equal 1 over 2 as y equal 1 over 2x minus 1 over 2. We need to write the equation of a line which is passing through the point negative 5 and 2 and perpendicular to the line y equals 1 over 2x minus 3. From the line y equals 1 over 2x minus 3, we will find the slope of the first line, which is defined by 1 over 2. Because the two lines are perpendicular, so we can find the second slope. The first one is positive, the second will be negative, because we say that the product of them will be negative 1. The first one is 1 over 2, so the second one will be 2 over 1, which equals 2. So now we have a slope, and we have a point which is negative 5 and 2. And we need to write the equation. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 2 equals negative 2 times x minus negative 5, which is plus 5. By adding 2 and simplify the equation, so it will be y equals negative 2 times x, negative 2x. Negative 2 times 5 equals to negative 10, plus 2. Simplifying the like terms, so y equals negative 2x minus 8. So the equation of the line, which is passing through the point negative 5 and 2, with a slope equal to negative 2 is y equal negative 2x minus 8.